Up first here at 5, a U.S. official confirming tonight the U.S. is assisting in shooting down missiles targeting Israel. Iran launching missiles towards Israel tonight, responding to those strikes early this morning from Israel. Nuclear talks between the Trump administration and Iran set for this weekend appear to be on hold now. An Israeli military official tells ABC News dozens of Iranian ballistic missiles are en route. Iran confirms several top scientists and military leadership were among those that were killed and claims several civilians were also.
From an intelligence perspective, this is just brilliant what the Israelis have done. They've gone back and they've used the Hezbollah playbook where they're taking out all of the top leadership within the military, haven't touched the regime yet.
And everyone in Israel is now being told to shelter in place. A source familiar with the intel on the strike told ABC News the U.S. didn't play a military role, but provided, quote, exquisite intelligence to Israel. A fiery semi-truck plummeted off the side of the interstate this morning. Louisville Metro Police are investigating how that crash happened. Well, miraculously, the driver made it out of the semi before it came crashing down below. This is the same spot in Spaghetti Junction that saw 3 separate semi-crashes in one weekend back in May. An off-ramp from the Kennedy, which is 65 South, headed into Louisville. Now, Ian Hardwick and photojournalist Jessica Farley join us live there. So, Ian, what's happening now?
The Kentucky Transportation Department is up here where you can see these black scorch marks on the interstate. Now, they've promised to make some safety improvements based off of whatever LMPD says caused this crash. We met with some downtown workers earlier this morning who shared some video of that truck burning before the fire department even showed up. Downtown workers recorded this burning semi-truck as it hung off I-65 South right by the Kennedy toll bridge shortly after 10 a.m. Its driver survived, loaded up into the ambulance here after a 20-foot jump from the burning cab.
They said if it's going to have some lower extremity injuries from his jump, very minor, but again, we're very happy that he is alive. As soon as I knew that we got the individual away from the scene, it was extinguished all before 11 o'clock.
Louisville Fire's Donovan Sims said the truck was empty and that diesel fueled the fire. Metro Police report the driver made it to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and recalled similar crashes in the same spot back in May.
There were 3 previous collisions here about a month ago. I guess it was during Derby weekend that happened. I happened to be on call at that time, and it was very tragic what happened then. Today, we're very, 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 very lucky.
Following those previous accidents, we were in close contact with KYTC. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet does have jurisdiction over this highway here at this area.
Mayor Craig Greenberg said the cabinet plans on adding an epoxy surface treatment to this troubled area, in addition to replacing one of the bridge's, quote, road tattoos. Suburban Towing, familiar with jobs like this, pulled away the unrecognizable wreckage. Now, we're hearing from the Transportation Cabinet that the off-ramp from 65 South into downtown Louisville will be closed until about 8 o'clock tonight. We also got some clarity on what a road tattoo is. Those are those lines that show you which lane you're actually supposed to be in. Live in downtown Louisville, I'm Ian Hardwick for WHAS11 on your side.
All right, Ian, thank you so much. Well, this marks the 4th semi-crash in the same area in less than 2 months. On May 3rd, a semi hauling cars overturned on I-65 after entering Louisville from southern Indiana. The following day, another semi-crash in the same area left the driver dangling over an overpass just past the Kennedy Bridge. It took Louisville fire crews 30 minutes to rescue that driver from the cab. And that same night, a driver lost control of their semi, striking a barrier that had been repaired earlier that day. The mayor has expressed concerns about safety and asked drivers to use caution and slow down. Well, if you were out on the roads today, you may have been hit with some serious rain. Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell is in now to tell us what we can expect for tonight and this Father's Day weekend. Hey, Mallory.
Hey, Connie. I wish I had some better news, but it's going to be a rainy pattern for the next several days here. We are enjoying some dry time, and that will also be the case throughout the weekend. We'll have some waves of rain and then waves of dry time, so not a complete washout, but some heavy rainfall certainly as this first wave continues eastward over the Lexington metro, but we're paying attention attention to these additional showers and storms off to our southwest that will continue to lift northeastward through this evening. As I mentioned, dry time for now. Our First Savings Bank U of L health camera showing just mostly cloudy conditions over downtown Louisville. But take a look at our temperatures and our feels like. So temperatures are in the upper 70s. We do have feel like temperatures or heat indices that are slightly higher because our dew point is sitting at 70. There is a lot of moisture in the air. That air is very, very humid, and this will be the trend really throughout much of that 7-day forecast. So expect high humidity, and when it's not raining, you're certainly at least feeling that humidity. But when it is raining, these showers and storms have a lot of moisture, a lot of Gulf moisture actually to tap into. So we are included in the excessive rainfall outlook today, or risk of flash flooding is really another way to look at that, even higher off to our west in that yellow there. Our severe weather risk, of course, stays low. Heavy rainfall is what I'm most concerned about. But that second cluster could move in between about 7 and 9 p.m. this evening. So if you have Friday night dinner plans, make sure you allow yourself some extra time to get where you need to go and have that rain gear handy. We do dry out a bit overnight, but as I mentioned, more rounds of that expected throughout our Father's Day weekend. We'll take a full look at our hour-by-hour and 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit, Connie.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Mallory. Well, 39 years to the date and still no answers. Today, LMPD is asking you to help them piece together a cold case from 1986. The victim who survived that horrific assault and rape says she wants justice. Alexandra Goldberg and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton talked to the detective today who provided composites from more than 3 decades ago.
We are here today to talk about a 1986 cold case.
39 years ago today, a woman was violently assaulted and raped in Kentuckiana. And while police have vivid details of exactly what happened to her in 1986, what they don't have is any identifying information about who did it. So while police is asking the public for help, we're retracing her steps.
My name is Wendy Atkins, and I'm a civilian investigator. The time is up, and it's time to get her some justice.
The victim came here to a gas station, a Save a Step on 8th Street in Jeffersonville. It's not the same gas station, but she came to get a Diet Coke for her husband, and this is where it all started.
And when she got to the exit of the parking lot, she felt a gun barrel on the left side of her head. 2 black males approached her vehicle, hit her in the side of the face, and told her to get into the passenger seat.
This is the victim's 1973 maroon Oldsmobile. These are the composites of who police are looking for. One the suspect believes went by Kelly. Police say the victim was then kidnapped and driven to Louisville, Kentucky in her own car. And she was assaulted at 2 separate unknown locations. And while we don't know those details, the victim says that she remembers her 2 assailants mentioning the Southwick neighborhood and bringing her there. So we're headed there now.
These 2 men drove her around the city of Louisville, talking about killing her, dumping her body, selling her.
This is Cotter Drive. This is in the Southwick Cotter homes, which don't exist anymore. This is the modern Park Duval neighborhood. Police say there were, quote, multiple hours of torturous assault. They were parked in a residential area like this. After threatening her to not call the police, they ran.
She drove until she found the Sherman Minton Bridge, crossed it, and stopped at a gas station, where the station attendant came out, saw the shape she was in, and called the local law enforcement.
Police say there was a rape kit done in 1986.
What evidence was collected in 1986 wasn't able to be pursued at the time. There were limitations in technology. Many of those limitations are gone now.
Police say that there are thousands of rape test kits backlogged in police systems, but police say that technology in modern days make these cases solvable. Both the victim and police are calling for tips to get justice after 39 years. In Kentuckiana, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on her side.
They've come across people of interest but have not named any suspects. They say it was a crime of opportunity. To report an anonymous tip, you can call 502-574-LMPD. And if you'd like to take a closer look at those sketches or reread some of the details, head to our website, WHAS11.com. In Louisville, there's a new policy on what kind of bag you can use to bring in your towels and sunscreen at the public pool. There's now a clear bag policy, and There will be no more coolers allowed in the Fairdale Pool, Sun Valley Pool, or Algonquin Water Park. Chief Park Ranger for Louisville Parks and Rec, James Brown, says it's about efficiency and safety.
It's going to make it quicker as far as the bag search policy and the ability to get people through the lines, because sometimes when it's been at max capacity, it can take a while to work through that. But again, it's just one more step as far as security is concerned.
And Louisville Park said a limited number of clear bags will be given out at the water parks to help that adjustment.